Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to be trapped in your own school at night? To hear footsteps echoing down the empty halls when no one is supposed to be there? This is the true story of a girl who stayed behind and realized she wasn't alone. She was a hard-working student staying late in the high school library to finish an assignment. Everyone else had gone home. The teachers, the janitor, even the security guard. The silence was overwhelming, broken only by the ticking of the hallway clock. But then, she heard it. Footsteps, slow, heavy, getting closer. At first, she thought maybe the guard had returned. But when she peeked out into the corridor, the hallway was completely empty. No sound, no figure. Only the faint squeak of a shoe fading away into the distance. Her stomach twisted. She tried to focus on her work, but the sound came again. This time louder, closer, deliberate, like someone was pacing just outside the library doors. She froze, listening. And then, the doorknob slowly began to turn. She gasped, grabbed her bag, and slipped into the nearest hiding spot behind a row of shelves. Her heart pounded as the door creaked open. A tall figure stepped inside. Not a teacher, not a guard. A man, dressed in black, his face hidden beneath a hood. He didn't belong there. He dragged his feet across the floor, muttering something under his breath. He stopped suddenly, tilting his head, like he could sense her hiding. The girl pressed a hand over her mouth to stop herself from screaming. She thought she was safe, but then she heard the unmistakable sound of books sliding off the shelf, one by one, closer and closer, until a pale hand reached through the gap, brushing against her hair. She bolted, sprinting down the hallway, her footsteps echoing through the empty school. Behind her, the intruder gave chase. She could hear his ragged breathing, his shoes slamming against the tiles. She turned a corner and ducked into a classroom, locking the door. For a moment, it was quiet. Then, bang, bang, bang. The handle rattled violently as the intruder tried to force his way inside. And then, silence. She waited, trembling, too afraid to breathe. Minutes passed. Finally, she gathered the courage to peek out. The hallway was empty, but when she turned back, there was a message scratched onto the blackboard. I know where you hide. If this story chilled you to the bone, don't watch it alone. Subscribe for more terrifying, true-style horror stories and tell me in the comments, what would you have done if the intruder was in your school?